阿弥陀佛，
Amitabha, everyone.
世界各地的莲花童子们，大
Uh,
家晚上好，
Amitabha,
晚上吉祥。
everyone. Good morning, afternoon, and evening. We meet again. I am today's host,
来自
Mea Zhu Jiao. I am from Malaysia, Sabah.
今天是
本觉雷藏寺。
2023年2月20
Today is the 25th of August, 2023, Friday,
都是
and we are starting on the chapter 4 of this course. And we have 3 languages for today's lesson as well. Both Chinese, English, and Indonesian. However, because our Indonesian interpreters are occupied with Dharma duties, so not to worry, she will not be able to do the live translation today. So we will upload the Indonesian translated recording video after today's lesson. So I think there's a link that's posted on in the chat box. So can go ahead to click the link to access the playlist of all our previous recorded lectures. So today's class is on chapter 4, Fundamental Tantric Practices, lesson 2, Root Guru Padmakumara Yoga. So welcome all masters, senior reverends, Dharma instructors, Dharma assistants, and all Padmakumaras from all over the world. Welcome to today's lesson. And if it's convenient for you, please turn on your camera and also rename yourself to your Dharma name. For example, Lotus and your name behind, so as to facilitate knowing each other, and also to allow our lecturer today to get to know you through the screen. So there's a notice on a few of our TBS programs. So the program for the菩提道次第lessons will not be talks on the Lamrim on 5th September, 12th September, and 19th September. We will not have lessons on these dates, 5th, 12th, and 19th September, due to activities at the Seattle Temple. As for our TBS Online University class on the True Buddha Tantric Dharma, there will not be class on 8th and 15th September. And as for our group cultivation sessions, from 4th to 16th September, for sessions that start at 7 a.m. as well as sessions for at 8 p.m., there will not be any group cultivation sessions. And this is in Taiwan time. And for the Europe time, there will not be any group cultivation sessions from 4th to 15th September. And this is referring to the group cultivation sessions at 8 p.m. So the reason why is because Grandmaster is having the autumn ceremony, the 秋季法会. So a lot of Dharma propagators are attending the ceremony, so there will not be enough Dharma propagators to continue these sessions. So there will be a temporary we will stop these classes as well as the group cultivation sessions temporarily in the month of September for some dates. So this is a notice for the TBS education. I think it's a TBS education gathering. TBS education group gathering on at Seattle on the 10th of September. So welcome all to join. So Master Lian will be there as well as TBS chairman Master Cheng Zhu Shangshi, as well as the facilitators for this TBS online university course. So including all of us that you see online. So this will be
这么难得的机会，好吗？我现在就把链接发上来，大家可以点击这个链接报名，请大家。
So you can the link is if you wish to join, you can register at the link that is posted in the chat group right now. So this will be on at Seattle after the 秋季 ceremony, the autumn ceremony at 7 p.m. So you can click on the link in the chat box to register if you wish to meet the TBS education group. So this is a quote from Grandmaster. So just sharing on a quote on Grandmaster on how blessing lineage power comes about. So it comes about when you cultivate the root guru yoga that has been passed on to you by your root guru. That's how you get the lineage. So every day, when you cultivate every day, when you cultivate the root guru yoga every day, you will get this lineage blessing power. You will get the lineage empowerment. So you get empowerment from your root guru, bodhisattvas, as well as Dharma protectors. So you will not be harmed by any spiritual afflictions because your Dharma protector will be protecting you. So what is the lineage blessing power?
就是您护法的力量永远在您的身上，所以您不会得到降头，你都不会有感觉，因为护法全部帮你挡了。这是
this is the blessing that you receive from your root guru.
阿弥陀佛本尊法大圆满次第第110讲开示里面。So
this is what Grandmaster shared during the 1st November 2014 ceremony, the Amitabha, sorry, not ceremony, Amitabha group cultivation, sorry. So once again, we will have Master Lian Yi to explain on today's topic, the root guru yoga, to elaborate on why the root guru is extremely important in Tantrayana and the extraordinariness of the root guru. So today's lecture will similarly will be Master Lian Yi. And at the end of the session, we will have a Q&A session. So do remember to take down your queries, so you can ask them at the end of the session. So, yep. All right, so we see Master Lian online already. Amidaba Master Lian. So the MC is just greeting the masters, senior reverends, as well as the Dharma instructors, Dharma assistants, and all Dharma brothers and sisters that are online right now with us. Good evening, Master Lian as well. All right, it is now 8 p.m. and we shall officially start today's lesson on the True Buddha Tantric Dharma. So let us put our palms together to pay homage to our living Buddha Lian Sheng, TBS lineage, past lineage gurus of the True Buddha School, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, and Dharma protectors of the shrine. Let us pray that today's class will go smoothly. Let us form the Padma Kumara Mudra and recite the Padma Kumara mantra 7 times. Om Guru Lian Shen Siddhi Hom. 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 Amidaba. Welcome, our Honorable TBS Chairman, Master Cheng Zhu, Education Director, Master Lian Ha, PR Director, Master Lian Jia, as well as Master Lian Fei, and our lecturer, Master Lian Yi, as well as all masters, senior reverends, Dharma instructors, Dharma assistants, and all Dharma brothers and sisters online. Amidaba, everyone. Welcome to today's class on True Buddha Tantric Dharma. In the previous class, Master Lian Yi explained to us about the 4 preliminary practices as well as the Vajrasattva practice. So Master Lian Yi went through with us how the Great Homage practice can eliminate arrogance and pride, as well as and explain to us about the mandala offering practice and how it can help us develop our bodhisattva, as well as Master Lian also shared with us about the 4 refuges, taking refuge in Buddha, Root Guru, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, and this will help eliminate karmic hindrances that has been accumulated from our past lives, as well as to get blessings from our Root Guru and the Triple Gems. He also shared with us, Master Lian also shared with us on the Vajrasattva practice. And today we'll be moving on to Chapter 4, Fundamental Tantric Practices, Lesson 2, Root Guru, Padma Kumara Yoga. So now let us watch. Let's invite Grandmaster for a short Dharma talk. So Grandmaster is saying, how do you get lineage blessing power? So you get it by cultivating every day, cultivating the Root Guru yoga every day. And then when you cultivate the Idam practice every day, you get blessings and empowerment from the Idam. And then if you cultivate the the Dharma protector practice, you will also get empowerment and blessings from your Dharma protector. So if anyone tries to harm you in any way, you will not feel anything because your Dharma protectors will be helping you fend off these attacks. So, so one of it is the lineage blessings. Is from the root guru, and then the second one is empowerment power, and this comes from your Yidam, your personal deity. And the last one is the power from the Dharma protector that is given to you by your Dharma protector that is beside you all the time. So you will never get affected by any spiritual attacks, spiritual afflictions, because your Dharma protectors will be protecting you all the time. So we thank Grandmaster for his precious Dharma talk. So let us not delay anymore. Let us welcome Master Lian to give today's lesson. To elaborate more on today's topic on the root guru Padma Kumara Yoga. Amitabha. So first let us pay homage and gratitude to our root lineage guru, Living Buddha Lian Sheng, as well as past lineage gurus of the True Buddha School, and all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, and Dharma protectors of the shrine. Our Honorable Chairman Master Cheng Chu, Education Director Master Lian Ha, PR Director Master Lian Jia, as well as Master Lian Fei, all Master Senior Reverends, Dharma Instructors, Dharma Assistants, as well as today's MC, Mei Zhu Jiao, and all interpreters, all facilitators, all fellow disciples, all Dharma brothers and sisters, good day to all. Amitabha, and today we'll continue on the topic on True Buddha Tantric Dharma, Chapter 4, Fundamental Tantric Practices, Lesson 2, Root Guru Yoga. So let us do a quick recap before we proceed to today's lesson. So the first question, the 4 preliminaries is a great practice. Please write down one of the main reasons of unwavering faith towards the Dharma. So the 4 preliminaries is a great practice. Please write down one of the main reasons for unwavering faith towards the Dharma. So you have cultivated you have completed the cultivation for the required number of practices and also attained spiritual union. That is how you get unwavering faith towards the Dharma. So question 2, please write down the relation between the Vajrahat, Vajrapani, and Vajrasattva Bodhisattvas. You can type your answer in the chat box. It seems like everyone is a bit lethargic today. So the answer is they are the same entity, just with different names. And question 3. According to the TBF notice released on 25th September 2020, what is the Vajrasattva mudra standardized as? According to the TBF notice released on 25th September 2020, what is the Vajrasattva mudra standardized as? So you can type your answer in the chat box. So we discussed this in the last lesson. So the answer is the cross arm mudra, or in Chinese is called Jiao Bao Ying. All right, so we will continue on to today's preface. The root guru Padma Kumara Yoga is a practice that is unique to the True Buddha School. So this is unique to the True Buddha School. And what is the purpose of the root guru yoga? It is because the root guru is the one who transmits Buddha Dharma and is the Dharma mentor of the true Buddha school. If a practitioner becomes a Buddha in the future, it is all due to the guru who transmitted the Dharma. So I often use a tree as a metaphor for this. So how do I use this? How do I use a tree as a metaphor? So the root guru can. So I used a tree to demonstrate the relation between the root guru and the disciple. So the so a tree absorbs nutrients from its roots daily to enable the tree to grow. So this is similar to how the root guru is comparable to the roots of a tree, and the disciples are the branches and the leaves. So when we cultivate daily, we are absorbing nutrients from the roots daily for us. So because of the transmission of a Buddha Dharma from the Guru, the disciples can then attain Buddhahood. So the absorption of the nutrients daily is comparable to us doing cultivation sessions daily. So for the true Buddha lineage to be passed down from generation to generation, the root guru yoga is a mandatory practice for all disciples. It is one of the preliminary practices. In general, Tantric practices recognize the Fourfold Refuge, the Great Homage, the Great Mandala Offering, Vajrasattva practice, and the root guru yoga as mandatory practices. So in order to attain spiritual union with sorry. So so there is a story about how Milarepa decided to transmit his lineage. So Milarepa had 3 disciples, and he instructed them, tonight all 3 of you must pray for a dream that will decide your future affinity. So this is very common in Tantrayana. So Milarepa told his 3 main disciples to go back and pray for a dream, and then the next day come to me to tell me about your dream. So the next morning, one of the disciples, Repa, approached the elder and said, last night I had a beautiful dream. I dreamt that a warm sun rose in the east and melted into my heart. So I dreamt that so one of the disciples, Repa, told Milarepa that he dreamt that a warm sun rose in the east and entered his body and melted into his heart. And then another disciple, Ray Chongpa, he said, I dreamt that I was walking into 3 large valley basins and was shouting loudly. So Milarepa did not comment on this. And then the third disciple, Gampopa, when he came to tell Milarepa about his dream, he came crying. So why? So he said, it turned out that Gampopa said I had a very bad nightmare. I dreamt of many sentient beings, and after I cut off their lifelines, so means he cut off the lifelines and the tea of the different sentient beings. So Gampopa said that this is a very bad nightmare. It must be because that I'm a sinner with deep karma. So, however, Milarepa said, or actually, this dream that you think is bad is not it's actually the best. So it means that Gampopa will be able to liberate many sentient beings from samsara. So the disciple named Ji Guang, Milarepa said to him, your dream is actually very ordinary as your aspirations are too small. So you will not be able to perform tasks that benefit sentient beings. However, you will still be able to be reborn in your land. And then to Rechongpa, the one that dreamt about 3 large valley basins and he was shouting loudly, Milarepa had the following comment. As a result of Rechongpa's stubbornness, he has disobeyed Milarepa's instruction a total of 3 times. So as a result, he will be born in the 3 valley basins and become a renowned Buddhist professor for 3 lifetimes before he can achieve accomplishment. So yep, so in the end, we know that Milarepa, in the end, he transmitted the lineage to Master Gampopa. All right, so next. In order to attain spiritual union with the root Guru Yoga, many Tantric practitioners retreated into the mountains to practice, and this therefore demonstrates the importance of the root Guru Yoga. So this root Guru Yoga is actually essential. It's essential for all disciples to cultivate the root Guru Yoga. So the root Guru is the root of blessings. Tantric practitioners only need to recite the root Guru heart mantra wholeheartedly and mindfully till they are in union with the root Guru to attain merging of their own power with the root Guru's power. And this power is known as lineage blessings. So this is why the root Guru is our root of blessings. So when we cultivate, we must have power from ourselves as well as power from others. So as for power from ourselves, we have to remain diligent in cultivation. So there is an article, power from the self and power from others, power from external sources. So this is I think this is article from Master Hui Jun Sangshi about this Dharma brother. So I'll read this article. So there was a Dharma brother named Latok. So I think Latok is a title that has been given to individuals of the society that have contributed to society. So on the 3rd May 2013, this Dharma brother who was a Datuk, this Dharma brother called Lotus Han Singh gave his testimony to Grandmaster and Shimu. So he said, my life used to be very poor. I have sold bread and been a hawker. And later on, I had a spiritual consultation at a TBS chapter, and the master at the chapter told me to take refuge and start cultivation by reciting 2 million recitations of the root Guru mantra. So I put all my faith on this mantra recitation, and on average, I can achieve 2,750 mantra counts in 1 hour. So 40 months later, I completed 2 million mantra counts. Thanks to the blessings from Grandmaster, I was able to avert many disasters. I even had some windfalls from winning more than 10 lotteries. So later on, I went into the mining business and it was smooth sailing. whether I was seeking approvals or applying for permits, everything was smooth. In addition, I have always been acquainted with government officials and was recognized to have made contributions to the community, and hence was nominated to be a datuk. And when I look back from the time when I did not even know how to chant the Buddha's name at all to now where my destiny has transformed, this is all due to chanting the Root Guru Heart Mantra 2 million times and making a vow to build an old folks home. I have taken refuge in Grandmaster for 8 years, and I'm thankful to Grandmaster for changing my destiny. So this is a testimonial from Dharma brother Lotus Han Singh. So he truly believed in the recitation of the Root Guru Heart Mantra, and with 2 million recitations, he managed to change his destiny. So even if so this is the importance of power from ourselves. So even if you have taken refuge, you have to cultivate daily to generate this power from the self. Only then you will receive the root guru's power as well, which is power from the external source. So you have to cultivate, you have to recite, do mantra recitations, you have to do cultivations in order to get these power from ourselves as well as power from external sources. So the two is both are important. Power from ourselves and also power from external sources, which is our root guru. So in so sorry, a practitioner should only have one root guru, and a practitioner should only have one root guru, and other gurus' blessings are merely to build wholesome affinities, and only one's root guru will be able to give one lineage blessing. So the root guru is the root of all fundamentals, and therefore all tantric practitioners must cultivate the guru yoga. So we have to cultivate the root guru yoga, and also have to think about our root guru daily to get lineage blessings. So this is how we attain a spiritual union with our root guru. So as long as power from one's cultivation is in union with the root guru, one will never lose lineage blessings, and this is the fundamental meaning of the root guru being the root of all blessings. So this is like on the extraordinariness of the root guru. In the root guru yoga in Tantrayana, the guru has 4 bodies. The first is the true body. The void is like the mother universe. All sentient beings invite the true body of the guru. The second is the Dhammakaya or the Dhamma body, and the void is like the mother universe. All sentient beings invite the Dhammakaya of the guru. The third is the Sambhogakaya or the Sambhogakaya, and the void is like the mother universe. All sentient beings invite the perfect Sambhogakaya of the guru. And the fourth is the Dhammakaya body. And on the 30th December 2017, Grandmaster gave a discourse on the 4 kayas or the 4 bodies at Taiwan Leijiangsi. So Dhammakaya is Grandmaster who incarnated into the Saha world to share the Dhamma in order to deliver sentient beings, and this is a transformation body. And so what is Sambhogakaya? Sambhogakaya is the manifestation of Amitabha Buddha in his majestic form, the manifestation of Padma in his majestic form, and this is the enjoyment body. So what is Dhammakaya? Dhammakaya refers to the true self, the authentic self who is able to transform anytime. The body is raw and formless, and this is the ideal absolute body. So what is the authentic body? This refers to the inherent original nature that is a completely perfect body of wisdom, which is equivalent to the universe. So this is a discourse that Grandmaster gave on the four kayas or the four bodies. So we have to know that an authentic spiritual guru is one that has practiced for many lifetimes and possesses complete virtues. They are free from attachments, they have exemplary moral conduct, have extraordinary achievements and great wisdom. They are empowered with all Dharma in the world, have the power of Zen Mahamudra, and have personally entered the sea of Vairocana and are verified Tantric practitioners. So what is spirituality? So it refers to the innate wisdom, intelligence, and talent of an individual. So what is morality? It refers to the quality of moral conduct. And what is Mahamudra? So this is the process of transitioning from an ordinary being to an attaining Buddhahood. So this is based on meditation. And this is divided into 4 stages of attainment in the meditation practice of Mahamudra. So this Mahamudra, the foundation of Mahamudra is accomplishment in meditation. So what is entering the ocean of Vairocana? Sorry, the 4 stages of attainment in the meditation practice of Mahamudra refers to the first one is one-pointedness, second one is simplicity, third one is one taste, and the fourth one is non-meditation. So 专一瑜伽 okay, sorry. Then what is entering the ocean of Vairocana? It refers to the state of oneness with the universe and merging into the luminous ocean of the Dharma realm. So an authentic spiritual guru is also one who has also attained unsurpassed accomplishment, are prophesied and recognized by Buddhas, shoulder the responsibility of delivering sentient beings, have great Dharma power, are omniscient, and are able to subjugate the minds of sentient beings. They have a solemn and majestic appearance and are always at ease, or they're always free from afflictions, whether in the mundane or supramundane realm. So they are in the mundane realm because they are here to deliver sentient beings. So they are sages who are unparalleled. So Grandmaster is one such sage. They have countless incarnations, are omnipresent. So the Dharma body of Grandmaster is omnipresent, and they possess so an authentic spiritual guru possesses power attained from the stages of meditation, have perfect Namankayas or enjoyment body, have Buddha nature and employs skillful manifestation. They are reliant to all living beings, demonstrate compassion and loving kindness always, are indestructible with merits as vast as an ocean. They propagate the Dharma to deliver sentient beings, capture the attention of sentient beings, and bestow upon them wisdom. So they reveal the truth, speak the noble truths, and are unconquered by Maras. So the concept of the root guru yoga is the guru and all Buddhas in the Dharma realm are one single entity. The guru is the embodiment of the body, speech, and mind of all Buddhas in the 10 directions and 3 times, and is the source of 84,000 types of Dharma practices. So we have we follow both the Dharma as well as our guru. So true Buddha school disciples have taken refuge in a guru with complete lineages, roots, and virtues. This is equivalent to taking refuge in all Buddhas of the 10 directions and 3 times. also equivalent to taking refuge in all bodhisattvas in the 10 directions and 3 times, also equivalent to taking refuge in the 84,000 Dharma practices, and as well as unsurpassed Dharma practices, and is also equivalent to taking refuge in all past sages, enlightened sages, and the Sangha of the lineage. And lastly, equivalent to taking refuge in all Dharma protectors possessing compassion and wisdom. So this therefore means that we have taken refuge in a guru with complete lineages. So equivalent to taking refuge in all Buddhas, all Bodhisattvas of the 10 direction and 3 times, as well as 84,000 Dharma practices and unsurpassed Dharma practices, and Sangha, as well as all Dharma protectors possessing compassion and wisdom. So we'll now talk about the root Guru Padma Kumara Yoga Sadhana. So I think the sadhana that is in the PPT, that's on the PPT right now, is the old version, and the True Buddha Foundation has actually updated the sadhana. So Master Lian will share with us.
因为开始的时候呢，这个莲花童子三世相应法，那么先祈求根本三世加持，先观空是观想真佛中传承。
So the first step is to start by praying for the root lineage blessing.
南无大日如来，南无佛眼佛母，南无阿弥陀佛，南无莲花童子。
So on the PPT, it just says to first empty the mind and next visualize the root lineage guru, living Buddha Lian Sheng. But the new version is to visualize the TBS lineage, Namo Maha Vairocana, Namo Roshana Buddha, Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Padma Kumara, and then Namo living Buddha Lian Sheng.
然后观想这个大日如来佛眼佛母阿弥陀佛莲花童子莲生活佛，可以观想一个圈一个圈，然后一条线，代表是最后呢是观想根本上师。
So you can visualize the different our TBS the different TBS lineage masters.
然后就念莲花童子心周七遍。
in separate circles of light. In ，in sequence from top to bottom.
这里应该是祈请莲生活佛加持文，才到四无量星观祈请莲生活佛加持文大家应该知道。
So I think the updated sadhana has also included the 祈请文. I think the verse on supplication from the root guru for his blessing. 祈请不舍弘誓愿，救度我等诸众生，如是护念而摄受，祈请加持速成就。南无毗卢遮那佛，南无佛眼佛母，南无莲花童子，南无莲生活佛，南无真佛海会，十方三世诸佛菩萨摩诃萨。念完之后呢，就做四无量星观。 So we recite the 祈请文, which is a supplication for the blessing of living Buddha Lian Sheng. Then we do the for immeasurable minds. So visualize your father and all past fathers on your left, all mothers and all past mothers on your right. Behind you are your benefactors, teachers, friends and family, and your karmic creditors are in front of you. Surrounding you are the beings of the sixth realm, and joining you in practice towards the path of Buddhahood. Then you do the wake up call, clap twice and cross hands and snap the thumbs and fingers. So next, then you recite the purification mantras and the earth deity mantra. So note that there's the updated sadhana for the first part of the sadhana. So make sure you follow the updated version that is released by the True Buddha Foundation. Yeah, so on the screen right now, you can see the purification mantras and the earth deity mantra. But the first one is a speech purification. Om Siri Siri Moho Siri 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 Soha. Next is body purification. Om Siu Doli Siu Doli Siu Mani Siu Mani Soha. Third one is mind purification. Om Mazalatan Her Her Home. And the last one is the earth god mantra. Namo Samantomo Tanam Om Tulu Tulu Diwe Soha. So I'm sure all of you are quite familiar with the sadhana, as you have probably joined the group cultivation that's led by Master Lian. So I'll just briefly go through this. Next will be the recitation of the invocation mantra. Om Ahum Soha 3 times. So you form the Vajra hook mudra. So you can see Master Leni demonstrating a different version of the Vajra hook mudra. So the one on the screen is also acceptable. So when you recite this, you can visualize that your heart chakra, there's a moon disc on top of your heart chakra, and there's the home syllable on the moon disc, and this home syllable is radiating light to invoke the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. And so you recite I sincerely invoke Namo Guru, Namo Root Guru, Living Buddha Lian, Namo Great White Padma Kumara, Namo Lotus Light Self Mastery Buddha, Namo the lineage gurus of True Buddha School. And then after that, each local chapter may invoke the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Dharma protectors, and shrine its shrine accordingly. So when practicing at home, one may invoke the deities present at one shrine, and then you finish off with Namo all Buddhas of the 10 directions and 3 times, all Bodhisattvas and Mahasattvas, Namo Maha Prajna Paramitas.
南无十方三世一切圣贤圣，愿诸众生得正觉。南无正觉宏观圣冕金刚上士莲生尊者，愿我以六道众生刹那顿真无上觉，须归莲生佛地。有加上这一段，然后才做大礼拜。
Then you can also add on the number of. Okay, so we move on to the great homage using visualization. So first one is the first bow is the first homage you form the Buddha shrine mudra, and then you touch the mudra to your brow point, your throat, and your heart chakra. And then the second, so the first homage is paying homage to the root guru and all Buddhas in all times and direction. The second homage, you form the lotus mudra, and you are paying homage to all Bodhisattvas. And you do the same. You touch the mudra to your brow point, your throat, and your heart chakra. And then the third homage is to all Dharma protectors. Using the Vajra mudra, you form the Vajra mudra. Do the same thing. And the fourth one is the fourth half bow. You form the equanimity mudra when you do the fourth half bow. So then after the great homage, you do the great mandala offering. You form the offering mudra. So I'm sure all of us are familiar with the mudra. And then you visualize the offerings on the altar, multiply first to form a row, then multiplying again to form a field, and then multiplying once more to fill all space. And then you dedicate this offering that has filled the entire space, sincerely offer it to root guru, past lineage gurus, 8 personal deities of the True Buddha School, all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in all times and directions, and as well as all Dharma protectors. So after you have finished the visualization, you recite the offering verse as well as offering mantra. Mount Meru, together with the 4 continents, sun and moon, transforms into precious treasures to offer to the Buddhas. May the immeasurable merits arise from May the immeasurable merits from these treasures quickly remove negative karma to realize Buddhahood. And then the offering mantra Om Sawa Dadakata Itamo Kurunana Mien Chala Kanine Taimi. Then you bring the mudra back to your bowl point to disperse the mudra. The next one is the Fourfold Refuge. You do the empowerment visualization. You visualize the root guru, all past lineage gurus, all Buddhas, Dharma, and Sanghas merging into a great white light that empowers one. So you visualize root guru, grandmaster first, and then above root guru you visualize the lineage masters above grandmaster. So long bian you visualize on your dragon side you visualize all the sutras, and on the tiger side you visualize all the sanghas, and all of these the root guru, all past lineage gurus, and all Buddhas, Dharmas, and Sangha combining, merging into one great light that empowers yourself. And then you recite the Fourfold Refuge mantra 3 times, Nama Guru Pe, Nama Buddhaya, Nama Dhammaya, Nama Shankhyaye. And then you move on to armor protection. You form the Vajra Mudra and place it on your forehead. And then you recite the mantra 7 times. Om Puli Lanjali for 7 times. And then you touch your brow point. Then you move, touch the mudra to your brow point, then the throat chakra, then the heart chakra, then left shoulder, right shoulder, and then go back to the forehead to disperse the mudra. And at the moment of dispersing the mudra, visualize the Dharma Vajrapani appearing in front, behind, to your left, and to your right to protect you, guarding you. All right, so we have come to the pop quiz session. So we'll hand the time over to Lian 助教. Alright, so these are the instructions to log into nt.com. For English, you can just first you can go to www.ment.com and then key in the code for the English channel. So if it's possible to enter your own name, please key in your Dharma name. So when we all of us meet in Seattle, we will be able to recognize you and your name. So give everyone some time to write down, to type in your Dharma name on the menti.com platform. So please read the questions carefully before you answer them. In addition, you can also all right, so there are some links that have been posted on the chat box. You can either click those links to go directly into these channels, or you can follow the instructions on the screen. You go to menti.com, then you input the code for the respective channel that you want to go into. So every question will have 3 options. So please read the questions carefully. Some questions may be tricky, so please read the questions carefully before you answer them. So hope this will help all of us better analyze these questions and learn from these questions.
好，上师，我们可以开始了。
开始问题一，请选出
So-
正确的传承加持力。A. 自力与本尊力合一。B. 自力与上师力合一。C.
So question 1 is please select the right description for blessing power of lineage. A is merging of one's power and the Yidam's power. Option B is merging of one's power and the Guru's power. Option C is merging of one's power and the Dharma protector's power.
A. 答案是 B. 自力与上师力合一。问题二，请
So the
选
answer is B, merging of one's power and the Guru's power. So question 2, which of the following is incorrect in relation to TBH lineage masters in the four refuge visualization? So option A is Reverend Liao Ming. Option B is Master Thupten Darje. Option C is Master Sakya Cheng Kong. And option D is 17th Karmapa.
这个很多人答对了，是 B 17世大宝法门。
Alright, so the answer is D. D is the wrong option. So we have finished the first part of this pop quiz. So let us see who is leading. So this is for the Chinese channel. 无国界行者 is leading for the Chinese.
暂时恭喜你 Tony 啊，继续努力。
Okay, so the English channel we have Tony, and for the Indonesian channel we have Lian.
恭喜你了，继续努力。
好，我们游戏环节已经结束了，现在就交回给上师继续我们的课。
All right, so the pop quiz section is over. We will hand the time over back to Master Yani to continue the class. So after Dharma protection, we will recite the Hiking Avalokitesvara Sutra or the Gao Wang Jing. So it's best when reciting the sutra, it's best that one can wholeheartedly, single-mindedly recite and visualize the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So let us recite the mantra once. Sincerely invoke 8 great Bodhisattvas. Nama Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva Mahasattva. Nama Maitreya Bodhisattva Mahasattva. Nama Akasagarbha Bodhisattva Mahasattva. Nama Samanta Bhadra Bodhisattva Mahasattva. Nama Vajrapani Bodhisattva Mahasattva. Nama Manjushri Bodhisattva Mahasattva. Nama Navarana Bin Bodhisattva Mahasattva. Nama Kristigarbha Bodhisattva Mahasattva. Nama all venerable Bodhisattva Mahasattvas. Homage to Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, homage to the Buddhas, homage to Dharma, homage to Sangha, and affinity with the pure lines opens the Dharma doors. By engaging permanence, beliefs, entity, and purity, one is blessed with the Dharma. Namo Maha Prajna Paramita, a great spiritual mantra. Namo Maha Prajna Paramita, a great wisdom mantra. Namo Maha Prajna Paramita, a supreme mantra. Namo Maha Prajna Paramita, an unequaled mantra. Namo, the pure light is secret Buddha, the Dharma treasury Buddha, the tranquil king Buddha with lion's roar and divine speed. Namo, the Sumeru light king Buddha, announced by Buddha. Dharma protector Buddha, the Vajra treasury roaming lion Buddha, the previous victory Buddha, the supernatural power Buddha, the medicine crystal light king Buddha, the universal light merit mountain king Buddha, the merit retained jewel king Buddha, the 7 past Buddhas, the future 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate eon, the 1,500 Buddhas, the 15,000 Buddhas, the 500 flower victory Buddhas, the 10 billion Vajra treasury Buddhas, the fixed light Buddha. The Buddhas of six directions. To the east, the precious light moon place, venerable wonderful voice King Buddha. To the south, the tree-root flower King Buddha. To the west, the spiritual power flower blazing King Buddha. To the north, the moon palace purity Buddha. Above, the countless bigger jewel crown Buddhas. Below, the tranquil moon sound King Buddha. All the countless Buddhas, many jewel Buddhas, Shakyamuni Buddha, Maitreya Buddha, Ashokya Buddha, Amitabha Buddha, all beings in the central realm and all those in the pure lands, while moving upon the earth and through the heavens, shower limitless compassion upon all beings, affording them equanimity and peace, that they might cultivate day and night. By constantly invoking this sutra, one is liberated from the suffering of birth and death and freed from all the many kinds of suffering. Namo, the great wisdom, Avalokitesvara, the observant Avalokitesvara, the noble Avalokitesvara, and the expansively minded Avalokitesvara. The medicine king Bodhisattva, the supreme medicine Bodhisattva, Majestry Bodhisattva, Samanta Bhadra Bodhisattva, Akasa Gava Bodhisattva, Kisagava Bodhisattva, the billions of clear cool treasure mountain Bodhisattvas, the universal light venerable King Tathagata Bodhisattva. Chanting this sutra continually, the seven were honored Buddhas recite this mantra. For 7 times, and then Avalokitesvara of the 10 directions, and all Bodhisattvas have vowed to save sentient beings. All beings will be liberated when calling their names. To one with wisdom expounds it diligently. One with the affinity recites it at all times. Recite the sutra 1,000 times and keep it in mind constantly. Flames cannot harm one. Knives and weapons will break instantly. Turn anger into happiness. Change death into life. Do not say these are false. The words of the Buddha are not fabricated. High King Avalokitesvara can alleviate sufferings. Faced with a fatal crisis, the doomed shall leave. The words of the Buddhas are always true, and therefore we pay homage to the Buddhas. By reciting it 1,000 times, all one's heaviest sins shall be eradicated. Those with great merit and unwavering faith single-mindedly chant the sutra, dedicate the merits to the entire universe. Recite 1,000 times, all one's heaviest sins shall be eradicated. End of the High King Avalokitesvara Sutra. So please encourage to recite the High King Guanjing to eradicate one's sins and overcome coming hindrances and disasters. So after the High King Avalokitesvara Sutra, we recite the rebirth mantra. So you visualize a great ocean, and then you visualize a Dharma vessel on this great expanse of ocean, and then you visualize many sentient beings. Maybe you can represent them as tiny black dots on the Dharma vessel, and then once as you recite, you can visualize the Dharma vessel rising into the sky. So Master Lian is reciting the rebirth mantra.
Namo Amitobo ye Toda Jato ye Todi ye ta Amirito Bobi Amirito Sitan Bobi Amirito Pikaranti Amirito Pikaranto Kyamini Kyakana Suto Kyari Soha Namo Amitobo ye Toda Jato ye Todi ye ta Amirito Bobi Amirito Sitan Bobi Amirito Pikaranti Amirito Pikaranto Kyamini Kyakana Suto Kyari Soha。念完之后就观想那个法船就升上虚空。
After you have finished the recitation of the rebirth mantra, you can visualize the Dharma vessel rising up into the sky. So after the rebirth mantra, you can also add the one recitation of the true Buddha Sutra. So it depends on whether you on your time, whether you have time.
念完往生咒还要加念四无量心记四无量心记愿意确
So after this, we will have to recite the 4 immeasurable vows. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. This is immeasurable loving kindness. May all beings be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. This is immeasurable compassion. May all beings be free of suffering and always stay happy. This is immeasurable joy. May all beings be free of grasping and aversion and practice equality. This is immeasurable equanimity. So then you recite the Bodhisattva verse. Disciple Lian Hua, your name, insert your name here, shall take refuge in the root guru and triple jewels until reaching enlightenment. I will never recede on the path. May all of my virtues be dedicated to all beings for their speedy enlightenment. Then you recite the Bodhisattva mantra. Bodhisattva Pecca Samaya Home. Then you recite the repentance verse. All my transgressions committed since time immemorial, which originate in beginningless greed, hatred, and ignorance, and which are manifest through my body, speech, and mind. These I fully confess and repent altogether. So this you recite the repentance verse for 3 times. Then you recite the repentance mantra Om Beza Samaya Sudhya for 108 times. Then you
融合传承最上真，真佛密法终身导，普度群生而无余。然后观想。
Okay, then you recite the then invoke Padma Kumara by reciting the following verse. Lotus is the nature of your Dharma Kaya essence. Your right hand displays the Dharma teaching mudra. Your left hand displays the lotus molding mudra. Your Namanakaya manifests in myriad realms. Celestial garments and exquisite jewels reveal your magnificence. By merging the lineages of your transmission, Taoism, Sutrayana, and Tantrayana, a supreme and precious teaching was born. True Buddha, Tantric Dharma guides the sentient beings and liberates all without omission.
虚空融入，就是代表一种一切皆空的意思。然后念观空咒。
So you form the Padma Kumara mudra before you recite the verse. Then you do.
新版的观想呢是观想一个湖，光明如镜。 湖的中央现出一座高山，山之顶有一莲花座，莲花座上有一个吽字，吽字。
Then you recite the Om Subhava Sutta Savatama Om Subhava Sutta Savatama Subhava Sutta for 3 times. Chant. This is the endiness mantra, and for the visualization you must empty your mind. Then there is a new version of the visualization for the root guru practice. So first you visualize a large lake bright as a mirror, and a tall mountain appears in the center of the lake. On the top of the mountain there is a lotus throne, and on the lotus throne there is a home seed syllable. The home seed syllable rotates and transforms into our root lineage guru, the white Padma Kumara seated on the lotus throne. The white Padma Kumara has an appearance that is solemn and majestic, perfect like a Buddha. His celestial clothes are fluttering, and his body emits 100 treasures of radiance. On the right of the root guru are the Buddhas from the 10 directions. On the left of the root guru are all Bodhisattvas and sages. Surrounding the root guru are the past lineage gurus, and below the Dharma seat are the 4 heavenly kings and Dharma protectors. And the second part of the visualization is you visualize the brow chakra of the root guru. There is a 6-syllable Om emitting a strong beam of white light onto one's brow chakra. So this is the mirror-like wisdom and transforms the practitioner's 5 skandhas and 8 consciousness into nothingness.
化为无形，然后根本上是喉部阿字。
So then on the throat chakra of the root guru, there's a 6-syllable emitting a strong beam of red light onto one's throat chakra. And this eradicates all greed and desires into all of the practitioners' greeds and desires into nothingness, transforming them into a radiance of wisdom. And lastly, for the home syllable, visualize from the heart chakra of the root guru, there is a 6-syllable home emitting a strong beam of blue light onto one's the practitioner's heart chakra, subjugating the arrogance of the practitioner and transforming it into nothingness. So this is the 3 lights, the white, red, and blue lights. And then next, visualize the root lineage guru and the 3 jewels emitting 5 colored lights onto the entire body of the cultivator, and all the scenes, all of the practitioners, scenes, transgressions, karmic hindrances from the beginners from the beginning of time, transforming into black smoke, which that is emitted from the pores, that is expelled from the pores of the practitioner's body, expelled, evaporate and disappear into the air, and the practitioner's body becomes pure white, becomes transparent, and the practitioner's body radiates light and is light and peaceful. So you have to visualize black smoke emitting, being expelled from one's body, and one's body becoming pure white and transparent. So then next you recite the Root Guru Heart mantra. So you can recite the short or the long version. So usually at group cultivations, we will recite the short version, but when doing your own cultivation at home, you may also recite the long version. So we first do the mala beads visualization. So visualize the left hand transforming into a Vajra belt. So first you hold the mala beads in front of your chest. So then you visualize the left hand transforming into a Vajra belt and the right hand transforming into a Vajra scepter. The mother bead or the embalm transforms into the many jewels Buddha stupa, and the 4 divider beads transform into the 4 Deva kings. The tassel transforms into a lotus hand, while the string that is threading through the beads transforms into a circle of inherent white light of Vajrasattva. And visualize Vajrasattva emitting a ray of white light to on the practitioner's mala beads. So during my mantra chanting, when you make one recitation and when you move one bead, you visualize the root guru appearing inside the bead and coming to the front, your front, in front of you. So then after this, we do the 9-cycle breathing practice. So first you visualize your entire body becoming white and transparent, and it means it's clear and pure. And then within the body there is 3 channels and they are parallel to each other. So the central channel is like a trumpet. So the top, that is the portion at your head has a big opening, and then when it goes down to the Zilun, which is 4 fingers below your navel, it has a small opening. So that's the central channel. And then to the left and right of this, there is 2 parallel channels, the left channel and the right channel. So we have the 中脉 and 左脉 右脉. So after this visualization, you can use your left pinky to block your left nostril, and then you visualize, then you breathe in through your right nostril. And then so when breathing in, you visualize white light entering the right nostril. It becomes red light when it reaches the throat and descends the right channel to enter the left channel at the dantian. So first it enters as white light, and then red light, and then it goes through the body, and then when it comes out, it is black smoke. So this is representation of all your sins, transgression coming out as black smoke. So next, then you press on, you block your right nostril with your right pinky. Then you breathe in through your left nostril. So when you breathe in, you visualize the white light entering the left nostril, and when it comes to the throat, it becomes red light and descends the left channel to enter the right channel at the dantian. Then still as red light, it ascends the right channel, then finally it exits the right nostril as dark smoke, black smoke. So for this, there was also a class on the 9-cycle breathing practice. So we can recap that lesson if you need. So there is 3 different parts, three sections for this. So the first section is breathing in through your right nostril first, and then left nostril, and then both nostrils. And then the second part is you first breathe in through the left nostril, then the right nostril, then again through the both nostrils. And the last part is you first breathe in through both nostrils, and then through the right and then left nostril. So when you breathe in through both nostrils, you visualize white light simultaneously entering both nostrils, transform into red light, and descend down both side channels and enter the central channel at the Dantian. So this then ascends to the top or the crown chakra, then it returns back to the Dantian to enter both side channels and finally exiting the dark smoke at both nostrils. So it may be confusing at first. So you can first take a look at the Sahana first and slowly get used to the Sahana, the sequence. Then as you practice, you'll get better at it. So at first, when you start, you can use your pinky to block the respective nostril. So at the start, this will help you remember which nostril to breathe in through and which nostril to breathe out from. And when you are more familiar with it, you can eliminate the use of your this pinky on your blocking your nostrils directly. Yeah, so once you are familiar, you don't need to use your pinky to press on your nostrils anymore. So after this, is the part on entering of the main deity into oneself, or the 入我观. So visualize the deity. So in this practice is the root guru sitting atop one's crown opening. So the crown opening is 4 fingers from your hairline. So then inside one's body, so after you visualize the root guru sitting on top of your crown, inside of your body, you visualize the lotus that is located at the central channel at the heart chakra, opening up to reveal a moon disc. And then on the moon disc, there is the deity's the root guru's seed syllable radiating light. And then you visualize the deity at one's crown, transforming into a light pearl the size of a pearl of light the size of a grain of rice. Then this pearl of light enters through the crown opening, through the practitioner's crown opening to descend down one's central channel. And upon reaching the heart chakra, the pearl of light rests atop the lotus at one's heart chakra. Then the deity at the heart chakra lotus gradually enlarge until it becomes exactly the same size as the practitioner. Then this is the visualization of one becoming the deity, and there's no difference between the practitioner and the deity. So next is the visualization of oneself entering into the personal deity. So visualize oneself as the deity. And then ascending the central channel and entering into the void and merging into the cosmic ocean of great light. Release the self completely by entering and emerging with the void, the cosmic consciousness and the ocean of light. The cosmic consciousness is one's own consciousness. Both the shrine and the universe are radiating great light. If one is not able to release the self, immediately visualize oneself as the deity again. So after achieving a clear visualization, release the self and enter the void again.
进入虚空中，这样一止一观叫做止观双运。所以你变成本尊之后
So this process is known as alternating between cessation and visualization or observation. So if you realize that you are not able to release yourself, you have to visualize yourself as the deity again. So the deity in the root guru practice that we are talking about is Padma Kumara. So last is the breath counting method. So you mentally count your own inhalation and exhalation until you arrive at the stillness condition of no thought. So we count our breaths from 1 to 10. And this is yeah.
然后我们大家都已经进入这个忘我了，然后又要出定了，很快
So
了。
the next step is emerging from samadhi.
我们现在出定了，出定的观想程序与我入我相反，观想自己。
So the procedure for emerging from samadhi is the reverse of entering of the deity into oneself and release of oneself into the cosmic consciousness as described in step 11. Sorry, it is the yep. So 出定, the procedure for emerging from samadhi is a reversal of 我入 and 入我 as described in the earlier step. So visualize oneself emerging from the void to return to one's body. Then so at this point you are still in spiritual union with the deity. So the next step is visualize the deity contracting in size to rest upon the heart chakra lotus and transforming into a pearl of light. And then this pearl of light then ascends the central channel to exit through the crown opening. And this pearl of light then transforms back into the deity. And one then emerges from samadhi. So if you're unclear, you can follow the group cultivation sessions that TBS has. So next we'll move on to pop quiz, the part 2 of the pop quiz.
好，我们现在要进行第二环节了。上师准备好
So we'll proceed on to the next segment of the mini quiz.
准备好。问题3，请选
So question 3, which of the following is incorrect in relation to the Padma Kumara mudra? Option A is right hand forms the Dharma teaching mudra. B is left hand forms the lotus holding mudra. C is left hand forms the Dharma teaching mudra. So which of the following is incorrect in relation to the Padma Kumara mudra?
答案是 C。
All right, so the answer is C. Question 4. Please select the right description for Mala beads visualization. Option A is left hand transforms into Vajra scepter. B is mother bead transforms into many jewels to Buddha's stupa. Or option C is the right hand transforms into Vajra bell. So the answer is B. The mother bead transforms into many jewels to Buddha's stupa. All right, let us look at the leaderboard for the different channels. So on the Chinese channel is Lotus Xiu Qing. Dharma sister Lotus Xiu Qing. And then and Tony is leading for the English channel, and then for the Indonesian channel, Hartini is leading. So congratulations to today's high scorers. So thanks everyone for your participation. So we'll continue the mini quiz next week. So right now we'll hand over the time back to Master Lian to continue the class. So the next part will be reciting the principal heart mantras. Om Ami Devase, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Pulamani Doling Soha, Om Ha Ha We Sabaya Soha, Om Zali Zali Zunti Soha, Om Zambala Talan Talan Ye Soha, Om Ah Hum Peza Guru Pe Ma Siti Hum Si, Om Ah Hum Guru Pe Asasa Maha Lin Shen Siti Hum, Teata Om Begazia Begazia Maha Begazia Raja Sama Kata He Soha. So this is reciting the principal heart mantras. Then we recite the Buddha's name 3 times. Namo 36 trillion 119,500 Amitabha Buddhas.
同号阿弥陀佛就是念3遍，然后
So you recite 3 times. And then before we move,
请佛诸师祈愿文这里就是旧版的没有了。
So the new, so before we move on to the dedication, that is the next part. The updated Sadhana has the supplication for Grandmaster to stay in the Saha world.
世间三毒，自胜业漫漫，身心摧折，轮回苦无休。深尊泯念，将生多迷情。三宝于是微观护群生，人天福田所依金刚身，收接传法，灌顶次席地。佛子祈请，诸师转法轮，利乐无量无尽众生界。这里念佛完之后，可加念这个请佛诸师祈愿文，然后我们才做回向。
So before dedication, we can add the supplication for Buddha to stay in the Sahawa. Then, okay, so this part is dedication. With reverence, I practice the yoga of Holy Guru Lian Sheng. The true Buddha school helps all beings. The Pama Kumara mantra delivers one to the twin lotus ponds, where 18 lotuses have manifested. Such a supreme and rare secret transmission. I now practice and make a universal offering by engendering a deep and sincere vow. May I soon ascend to Buddha land. And then you add, may the Holy Guru bless and empower me to attain a lotus bell. May I attain perfection and self-mastery, liberating the self and others to the Buddha land. May all who uphold the name of Amitabha be born together in the pure land of his Western paradise, repaying the fourfold generosity from above and aiding those who suffer in the 3 paths below. Upon seeing Buddha, may I be liberated from the cycle of birth and death, and may I develop the qualities of Buddhahood and thus free all who suffer. And then you can use the Vajra scepter and bell, and then you can pray for your own wishes. So you can say I, insert your name here, dedicate the merits of this practice to the road guru. May the road guru always be healthy, remain in samsara, never enter nirvana, and forever turn the Dharma wheel. May everyone be free, may everyone be healthy, free of hindrances, strong in cultivation, and may all circumstances become auspicious. May all Yep. And then when you recite, may all supplications be completely fulfilled. You can visualize a ring of fiery lights, and then next you can, and then for may all hindrances be removed, you can visualize gathering all the evil things into one ball, and then shooting a ray of light through with the Vajra scepter to disperse the ball of black smoke. Then next you recite the 100 syllable mantra for 3 times. And then while reciting the 100 syllable mantra, you can visualize the mantra wheel, visualize the mantra wheel and also Vajrasattva radiating white light on the practitioner, on yourself. So this, I think it has been, the visualization and animation has been done by TB Boye. So this when you recite this, any shortcomings that you no, any imperfections of your cultivation sessions will be kind of purified by this syllabus, this mantra. Then you do the great homage with visualization again. So similarly, the first homage is to the root guru and all Buddhas, and then the second homage is to all Bodhisattvas, and the third homage is to all Dharma protectors. And you do your fourth half bow with the equanimity mudra, and then lastly you recite the completion mantra Om Pulin Om Pulin Om Pulin, and then Om Mani Padme Hum, and then you do the dismissal, clap twice, cross hands and snap your thumbs and fingers, and then this is the end of practice. May all endeavors be auspicious. So you say Xiu Fa Yuan Man Wei Ji Xiang. So you, in a way, you are letting Buddhas and Bodhisattvas know that the practice has ended. So I may have gone through the Sahana very quickly, but it's because I have limited time. So lastly, I will share a story to end today's class. So so I'm sure all of us know that the Grand Master of Kagyapa, Kalu Rinpoche, is the incarnation of Ananda, one of Buddha's 10 main disciples. So Kalu Rinpoche mentioned that there are 3 important points in Tantrayana. So the first is to serve the guru, the second is to have humility when learning, and the third is to practice. So the first one, to serve the guru. So a lot of people say, I don't have time, I don't have the money to go all the way to Seattle to visit Grandmaster. So however, you do not necessarily have to go all the way to Seattle, but if you can, you should. If you have the financial means and the time, you should go over to Seattle to visit Grandmaster. But however, if you do not, you can still serve Grandmaster, you can still serve your root guru, because you can still serve your root guru at your cultivation venue, at the cultivation venue that you usually go to, because the Dharma bodies of Grandmaster is everywhere, is at each TBS cultivation venue. So you can, when you do voluntary work or Dharma duties at your cultivation venue, it is considered serving the Grandmaster. And we should also perform. We should also cultivate daily, and this is a sign that we treasure the Dharma that Grandmaster has transmitted to us, and also so if you can't make it all the way to Seattle to visit Grandmaster, you can support your the TBS cultivation venue that you usually visit, and also to support any Fa Hui, any ceremonies, TBS ceremonies there are. So the next point that Kalu Rinpoche brought up was to have humility when learning. So Master Lenny is saying that he likes to look at kind of look at the bamboo. So the center of the bamboo is hollow. So this represents the need to empty oneself before learning in order to better learn the strengths of others. So this is extremely essential when it comes to learning tantric practices. So when you observe the bamboo, the leaves of the bamboo grows downwards. So this represents humility and free from self-attachment. You have to let go of your ego. So then again, you look at the body of the bamboo. It grows vertically section by section. So what does this represent? It represents diligence. So this actually is a very great great motivation for me, the bamboo. So yeah, so the bamboo growing vertically section by section represents diligence, and whether we are handling daily tasks or doing our daily cultivation, we have to be diligent. So this is kind of an inspiration that the bamboo gives. So in our learning learning journey, we have to have humility. So the third point is practice or actualization. So Atisia once said, Atisia once said, the one and only objective of Buddha Dharma is to subjugate your own mind so that the mind will be purified, will be at ease, be happy. So you have so this means you have to practice Buddha Dharma. You have to subjugate your so you have to cultivate your mind, subjugate your own mind. So by how do we do this? So we actually do a lot of self-reflection and also try to eliminate one's arrogance, let go of self-attachment. This is how we can practice Buddha Dharma in real life, actual practice of it instead of merely doing daily cultivation. We also have to reflect and also subjugate our own mind in a sense that we get rid of our own arrogance and arrogance and ego. All right, so I will end today's session. And today is also Padmasambhava Buddha's Padmasambhava's birthday. So may Padmasambhava bless all of us with health and achievement in cultivation. And the most important thing is to honor the Guru, treasure the Dharma, and cultivate diligently. This is something that Padmasambhava, our lineage master, has left behind for us. Amidava. Amidava, thank you, Master Lian for today's exciting and exciting class. We have many takeaways. The Guru Yoga is really extremely important. And thank you, Master Lian for bringing us through the new updated sadhana. So because of time constraint, we will just directly move into the Q&A session. So we will these are questions from the previous classes. So the first question is, in Tantric practices, there is a practice known as the 1,000 turning of the Dharma or chakra wheel. One first has to visualize the Dharma wheel before practice and recite the phrase, all heavenly deities protect the Dharma wheel. I now pray to turn the Dharma wheel 1,000 times. And my mind will be like the Dharma to reveal the secret meaning, and each will be as clear as the blue light. Then visualize the Dharma wheel rotating and the practitioner transforming into 1,000 manifestations, filling the entire sky, and then visualize all 1,000 practitioners in the void, putting their palms together and reciting the mantra. So this recitation of the mantra is equivalent to 1,000 people reciting at the same time. After that, bow to the Buddha, repeat the mantra a second time, bow to the Buddha again, and repeat again, so on and so forth. If you do this 10 times, it will add up to 10,000 pounds. The above mentioned bow to the Buddha after reciting one mantra count. So for example, we recite the Padma Kumara heart mantra. Can we do the great homage after each count of reciting the mantra? So I think the question is whether is it necessary to do the great homage after we recite one mantra for this practice. So Master Lian's answer is that you can just merely put your arms together and bow. You do not have to get up to do the great homage. So the second question is, the practitioner sits upright and calms his mind, so thoughts of the past, present, and future are not attached to the body and mind. Visualize a Sanskrit character Lian atop your crown, and this character is emitting light like a full moon. Afterwards, it changes to become a triangle with red fire above. The triangular fire burns your body and mind on it. So how do we write the seed syllable Lian, and what should be the color for visualization? So first, I am extremely grateful to this Dharma disciple. He has, because of him, I have to do my homework. So I think the Lian, yeah, so this is how the Lian syllable is written. It's on the screen right now. So you can take a photo of this seed syllable that's on the screen now. This is this syllable is red in color. It represents fire, and it is surrounded by a triangular fire. Yep, so this is how the seed syllable is written, and then it is red in color. So when you visualize it in red. So not to worry, we will also put this picture in our Telegram chat. So I think the next question is for today's class. I think this is I think the question is before you do the white bones visualization, do you have to purify the body? So sorry, white skeleton visualization. You can recite the purification mantras instead of Yep, so for So for the previous question on the white skeleton visualization, the question was whether before we do this visualization, do we need to purify the body? So Master Lian's answer is no. You can just merely recite the purification mantras. This is a question. Okay, so the next question is on the High King Avalokitesvara Sutra. So in Chinese, there is two versions. There is 高王观世音真经 and also 高王观世音经. So I think there is a difference in the title for the Chinese title for the different sutras, but Master Lian just clarified that they actually mean the same thing. Both of them are still referring to the High King Avalokitesvara Guanyin sutra.
菜刀、刀子之类的东西，必须先把刀子之类的东西拿开，离开桌面吗？而且超度供养时，汤匙也不可以放在碗里面
So
吗？
this is about this question is on the Bardo when performing Bardo deliverance, when you're having your 3 meals every day. So when you are doing Bardo deliverance, before you consume your 3 meals every day, the question is whether do we remove all the knives from the table when you do before you do the Bardo deliverance? So Masli recommends you remove the knife because it,
好，
it
谢谢
actually
上
invokes
师那我们再回答最后一个问题，请问一下，发生大事的事
a sense of fear, I guess, when you see it. So you can remove it before you do Bardo deliverance, but yeah.
啊
So I think the next question is on the vow of Padmasambhava. So Master Lian's answer is Master Padmasambhava has left us with the precious teaching of honor the Guru, treasure the Dharma, and cultivate diligently. However, as for the vows of Padmasambhava, Master Lian will let us. Oh, sorry. So I think Master Lian is providing some extra information. So there's also a quote that's left by saying that is left behind by Padmasambhava.
就是他都守护在他的门口，睡在他家的门前，守护他，这样子，反正是非常令人感动的注释的话，就是分享，谢谢。
谢谢
谢
莲和上师。
谢莲和上师，感恩也谢谢莲意上师。那么大家明
Okay,
天
so I think Padmasambhava had this saying, for those who have faith in him, Padmasambhava will stand guard at the door of their disciples' house. So thank you, Master Lian Yi and Master Lian Ha, for clarifying our doubts. So the next session will be giving comments on homework. So we have come to the end of today's session. So let's invite Master Lian Yi to say bye to everyone. So let's sincerely pay homage and thank our Grandmaster for radiating light on us, such that today's class can go smoothly. And many thanks to TBF Chairman Master Cheng Zhu, and then Education Director Master Lian Ha, PR Director Master Lian Jia, and as well as Master Lian Fei. Thank you to all masters, senior reverends, Dharma instructors, Dharma assistants, as well as all interpreters, all facilitators. And thank you to all fellow disciples for your participation in joining us to learn together. Amidaba. Thank you, Master. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, interpreters. And thank you all participants on Zoom, Facebook, and YouTube. We'll meet again next week. Thank you. Bye-bye. Amidaba.
谢谢莲意上师，
阿弥陀佛，感恩你，
每个主讲，
感恩你莲和上师，道相助，感恩，
谢谢，
拜拜，拜拜大家。大师姐拜拜，尾巴讲师拜拜，建清师兄拜拜，彩虹助教拜拜，万亮师兄拜拜，廉珍助教拜拜，可明师姐拜拜，安华助教拜拜。 陈金顺师兄拜拜，金福师兄拜拜，美口法师拜拜，老钟师兄拜拜，一才讲师拜拜。下个星期记得不见不散哦，记得交功课哦。乐贤助教，谢谢乐贤助教，阿弥陀佛。
Bye everyone. Goodbye everyone. Remember to submit your homework if you haven't done so.
太忙了，感恩。
Thank you, Lian 助教 for